Hey guys, so this is one of those movies where I found myself asking that question. Is this a really smart movie or is it just one that's trying to be? Let's talk about Shirley. Directed by Josephine Decker and starring Elizabeth Moss, Odessa Young, Michael Sturberg, and Logan Lerman. So Shirley tells the story of a young couple that are gonna go live with an older professor and his wife. His wife, played by Elizabeth Moss, turns out to be a famous horror writer, and she's eccentric, for want of a better word. So let's talk about Shirley. First of all, I'll get into what I love about this movie, and the score and the visuals are two strong points for this film. This film has really eerie, odd choices of music that always makes you kind of feel not really like not on edge so much, but like you're not exactly sure what the tone of this film is supposed to be. The visuals, I like that a lot. I like the cinematography in this movie because it had these moments that almost feel dreamlike. You don't know if this is actually happening in for real or if it's in the head of our protagonist. And I think that works really well because there are also moments that are beautifully shot, very clear, lots of color, and it plays to the emotions of the two main characters at hand, which in this case are Shirley and Rose, played by Elizabeth Moss and Odessa Young. So those were two strong points for this film for me, as well as the acting. And again, this is one of those movies where if the performances didn't work, I would not have been able to sit through this film. We'll get into the story in a minute, but the performances here, especially by Elizabeth Moss and Odessa Young, are what carry this film. And I have to say, I keep singing praises to Miss Moss. She was the strength of Invisible Man. As well as that movie shot, as cool as that movie is, if she didn't work as a main character, I don't think any of it would have really stood up. Here, it's kind of like that. She is such an amazing actress. Everything she does, you always feel like she's giving it everything she has. And here is no different. And I like seeing her play this type of character because Shirley is not what you would call a likable character, but she's not somebody that I wholly detested. And that's the manipulation at play here. She does that so well, Elizabeth Moss. She does that so well because you never really know if this is a good person or a evil person or a bad person, if you want to say that. And Odessa Young as Rose, you just see her going down this rabbit hole of insanity and manipulation and all of that. And she herself, she has some really strong emotional moments in this, as her character comes in almost naive, very much in love with her husband, and we just see that come apart, so to speak. So yeah, the performances here, as well as Michael Sturberg, I hope I'm saying that correctly, Sturberg. He plays Shirley's husband here, and he himself, he's a little more forthright in who he is in this movie. You pretty much have a very clear sense of what he's up to, but he's also very two-faced, and I just wanted to hate this character so much. Such a creepy, snarky type of character, and he does a wonderful job with that character. Logan Lerman, unfortunately, is just, he's here, and if he wasn't in it, I honestly couldn't tell the difference. I think he's overshadowed by more powerful performances. He's in league here with some very fantastic actors who are holding their own, and unfortunately, I just didn't feel like he made any impact on the movie whatsoever. They could have swapped him out for somebody else. I did like him in Hunters though. I thought he did a wonderful job there. So it's not like he's a bad actor. I just think this was a bit too much for him. And that brings me to the story. And Shirley is one of those movies where you have to pay attention. You really can't be playing on your phone or anything like that while this film is going on because there is so much going on. Maybe too much. And this is where this film starts to falter for me, is the way this story unfolds. I like a good mystery. We all do. And the movie does swing between making you wonder if what's happening is supernatural or psychological. I just don't feel like it was executed well. I feel like they were trying so hard to manipulate the audience that they lost sight of the tone of the film and the pacing of the film. So while when everything is revealed in the end and you figure out exactly what was going on with Shirley, as an author and as an artist, and all the manipulations at play, I just felt like what I'd seen come before, there was so much of it that just wasn't necessary. Now, I know this is based on a novel. I've never read it. I'm sure maybe the book does a better job of keeping you on track, so to speak. This, for me, it's not a bad film. It's just a movie that was overly complicated, and it suffers because of it. Because you are sitting there and you're like, when is this going to be over? When are they going to get to the point? That sort of thing, So I don't mind a good mystery. I don't mind, deciphering a good thriller. But I just felt like it was trying to be overly smart when that wasn't necessary. So, guys, everything considered, I would give Shirley a 6.5 out of 10. I think I liked the premise. I like what they were going for. It's a very interesting movie, and it has some very strong performances, but the story is just too muddled. There's too much messiness going on there, and the pacing of it is kind of all over the place. So Shirley gets a 6.5 out of 10. And that's it for this one, guys. So if you've seen this movie, let me know your thoughts on it, because it's one of those films that you really have to kind of unpack everything that's going on, digest it, so to speak. I had to give it some thought before I decided to review it. But let me know what you thought of it. And if you liked this video, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It's really appreciated. If you guys want to subscribe to my channel, you can click on my face when it appears somewhere over there. And you can check out past videos if you like. Until the next one, bye-bye.